Hey guys, it's Ross going on the Space Couch today. Stumbled across a piece of airline memorabilia that I'd completely forgotten about earlier today when I was just going through some of my things. And before I show it to you, back in 1996 I went on a fly drive holiday to Florida and it was fantastic. We flew out on this airline, me and my friend Lee Silver, Rich International, and that is what it looked like. It wasn't one of the ones, the Fiesta flight ones, that had the stripes along the side. It was the all-white one. But they went bust halfway through the holiday, so we weren't sure how we were getting back. It's like maybe we'd have to take a Virgin Atlantic flight to Manchester and then go down to London. But then it turns out there was a flight available on another airline, and it was this airline, Laker Airways, in this configuration as well, not Laker Skytrain. This was the second iteration of Laker Airways, because you see it doesn't say Skytrain on there. And it was a fantastic flight, and I found my boarding pass. My Laker Airways boarding pass from 1996. It was late August, early September, I believe, of 1996. So the details: flight 612, or whatever Lakers code is, I can't remember. Destination LGW Gatwick. Origin FLL Fort Lauderdale, 7:30 departure time. Seat 31B. And what's this? Gate F447 or something like that. But yes, interesting. The old Laker Airways boarding pass. And it was a great airline. It's like, from what I recall, it was basically like all like premium economy inside with beautiful blue leather seats. Kind of like BA's old Club Europe, if you've ever been on the 767s that used to have to, say, Istanbul, not the long haul ones, the short haul ones. It was kind of like that, and the seat back TVs, and that's the first time I'd seen that, because I hadn't done that much long haul travel. The only previous long haul travel I'd done had been to the US and back when I was doing my college year out there, and it was just it was the screen at the front of the cabin with the occasional ones that dropped down. That was a United 767-200 on the way out and a 300 on the way back. But yes, this Lake Airways, it was a great flight. I remember watching some film with Chris O'Donnell in it. What was it? Something to do with the ocean, I think. I can't remember. Check out his filmography and you'll probably find out from there. But yes, Laker Airways DC-10. There it is. It's funny because of the two, the DC-10 and the TriStar, before I'd ever flown on either of them, I absolutely loved the TriStar. I thought it was so beautiful and elegant. Wasn't really that fussed about the DC-10. Having flown on them both, going out and coming back, the DC-10 became my favourite of the two. That long, slow climb out. I guess like an Illusional 62 or a VC-10 perhaps. But yes, fantastic flight, great memories. It was an amazing holiday. But yeah, that was, I believe, my only flight on a DC-10. I've flown on TriStars a couple of times. The flight out to Florida and then to Canada and back years ago now on Air Transat, I think it was. 2001, 2003, something like that. But yes, nice bit of airline memorabilia. There's just the back with all the various conditions of carriage. You can see at the edge, you can see where it's been torn. So this has been kept in pretty decent condition for, 23 years, I suppose it is. Somewhere I've got my Cubana boarding pass as well, but that's only from 2010. And it was, I think, Aerocaribes. It was a 737-200. Whatever airline, I think it's a Cuban airline, but like wet leasing, maybe Mexican or whatever, planes and crew. But fascinating, some of the airlines you get to fly on over the years. Laker Airways, not Laker Skytrain, I must specify that. They were long gone by then. And that version of Laker was not around for that much longer either. I think it then shrank to a handful of 727s flying between Florida and the Caribbean, and then it was gone. I don't know if there's ever going to be a future iteration of it. Obviously, Sir Freddie, his name lives on in the spirit of Sir Freddie, and whichever one of the Virgin planes that was, it may no longer be flying itself for that matter, so I'm sure it will get renamed. But there you go, guys. Just a little memory of Laker Airways and their boarding pass. If any of you guys have ever flown on them, on any of the iterations of Laker, please do let me know. I'd love to know your memories of it, because for me that was a fantastic flight. At the end of a very stressful 6-hour drive from Orlando down to Fort Lauderdale, desperately trying to catch this flight because the original airline had gone bust. But we did manage to make that flight, and it was very stress-free from that point onward. But there you go, guys. That is just my little memories of Laker Airways and the boarding pass that I still have for them. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for a topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.